Crank man on dick.
Well, hello again, everybody, and welcome back to the Man Training Podcast. I am your man, T. Bell.
No bueno.
Thank you for tuning in again. Thank you for tuning in again for the Man Training Podcast. I, as I just said, am your good fella, Young T. Bell, coming with another podcast. And I'm so glad you joined me today because I am excited about today's topic. Why? Because it has to do with marriage. Marriage. Oh, man, shoot. Y'all ain't tell me filming during the day looks so much better, even though, I knew it, but when you do it, it looks so much better. Anyways, okay, you know what? I'm going to do better. Let me know what episode I'm on. So the last episode was episode 16, when I was talking about ignoring red flags in a relationship. So if you're in a relationship, go back and watch the last episode because I'm trying to drop some knowledge on you folks, whether you a guy or a girl, and you want to know about ignoring red flags in a relationship that can save you some headache and time instead of making mistakes and just looking at people saying, oh, they'll change, they'll do better. No, when people show you who they are, believe them. Okay. So again, welcome to the Man Training Podcast. This is episode 17. I'm your man T. Bell. Thank you for joining me. In today's episode, I'm going to be discussing my wife and I. Recently, if you haven't seen the video where we put together this amazing looking dresser for our room, which is really Joy's dresser. But it took us a year to do it because I procrastinated for a year and then the baby came and I said I'm going to do it before the baby come. And then Joy, she got pregnant. Well, she was already pregnant, but then she went into labor. And then the baby, he came. And then like a month later, then we said, okay, we're going to do the dresser. That's how we got to this point. But I'm glad we did because the reason I'm glad now is because had I done the dresser last year, I wouldn't have had the opportunity to do the dresser with my wife. It probably took us, so really if we would have did everything in one day, it might have took us like 6, maybe 7 hours, if that, maybe less. But yeah, so what we ended up doing was we sanded the dresser, painted the dresser, got some nice thick handles for the dresser, and it looks amazing. And just for your knowledge, the picture of the finished product is right here. And like I said, if you haven't seen that video, go check it out because it's very, I don't want to say entertaining, but it's man training in action. Let's just say that. But the purpose of this episode, specifically talking about us doing that project, leads me to the topic of, how did I word this? Team building exercises with your spouse. I call this a team building exercise because it forces you to do stuff together and work together peacefully in order to achieve a successful result. When Joy and I, were we married at the time? Well, we were together. I think when we were married, it was a couple years ago. Our church had like a couples night, right? And Joy knows exactly what I'm talking about. And it was a couple people in our circle at the table when we had this couples night where we were like doing like one of those paint and stroke types things where you paint the canvas. So me and Joy was doing our canvas, right? Well, really, let me back up. Joy was doing her canvas and I was trying to assist her, as I'll say. I'll just be straight up. I was peed off because Joy was not letting your boy help. Every time I would make a paint stroke, oh no, boo, let's do it like this. No, boo, it should be painted this way. It should be painted this direction. And I'd be very straight. And everybody at that table knew I was very upset with my wife because as I was doing it, I was like, well, dang, are you going to let me? Can I paint a bird? Can I paint a tree? Can I paint something on this thing? And every time I was to look at it, I don't know what to paint now. We probably threw it away. But every time I would look at it, I'd be like, I don't even like that thing because it was not a good memory. Because all I could think about was how I wasn't able to help. And that was not a good example of like a team building exercise for us. Now to Joy, she basically painted the whole thing because if I painted something, she'd just paint over it. But at the time, I was very upset with her because I let her know this was not a team building exercise. You did not let me chip in. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I just want to contribute. That was a couple of years ago. Fast forward to this project, which was bigger, more work, more time was invested into this. I felt like I don't feel like it was work. I feel like we were just kind of like relaxing, taking our time. We were laughing, we were joking, we were both excited, but we were both involved and heavily invested together. This project helped me realize that one, it doesn't have to be perfect. Two, working together peacefully helps the product and the project go by faster and helps you get to a final result faster. And also, it's spending time together because, you know, with these 3 kids, we don't get as much time together as we could if it was just us or even with one child. But luckily, we was able to spend that time together. We was able to just talk and just laugh, listen to music. And as we were just painting, time was just flying by. You know, I was trying to record. That's how I ended up missing some of the recording because we was already doing it. But it helped me to see that, yes, doing this with my wife, this is fun. And then it helped me also to see if we work together on a project like this of painting a dresser, what else can we tackle? We can tackle debt. We can tackle all these hospital bills that these folks keep sending us. Get y'all stuff together. Stop sending us all these dang on hospital bills. And we can tackle these children. We can tackle having a successful marriage. That small stuff like that helps us. Now Joy's on like a high. She's looking for a project to do around the house. But it also helps me see, okay, if we work together in this thing, whether it be painting a dresser or building a house or saving money, whatever the case may be, we can do it together. And it helped me to feel more comfortable with my partner because this time she did kind of like coach me because I don't really like paint. Now, if you give me like some nails and a hammer and some wood to build something with, a fix, I'm your man. But like she's painted more stuff than I would. Like she painted some stuff in the old house and then she painted stuff in this house. But I said all that to say, this time around was better because I feel like one, she did a better job coaching me and I did a better job of being coachable. Like I said, she's more experienced with painting dressers and cabinets. So I just kind of listened to her, but it wasn't like that helicopter parenting where it's just like watching over, micromanaging basically. It was kind of just like, yeah, do this, and then she would just give me the freedom to do it. But I feel better about, you know, not just our product, but I feel like that was a building block for our marriage to help us take on the next project and realize, okay, we can do it as long as we're in this together and we're both invested together. Then we can successfully attack anything. But that's all I really want to say. I don't want to make this episode too long. But like I said, if you haven't seen the video already, go check it out. I'll put the link somewhere in the video. And make sure you can at least see what the finished product looked like in the process that led up from the start. Kind of the start, but like 30% in. But then to the finish. But yeah, go do something with your spouse. Go work on something together, something you wouldn't normally do that forces you to be uncomfortable or something that forces you all to work together and communicate in order to get to a successful endpoint to be successful. All right. Until next time, I am your man T Bell, and I got deep on this one because I'm excited about my marriage, my family, my children, and the season that God has us in because we are going one direction, and that is up. And I'm thankful because God has blessed me with a great spouse, a great partner, a great helpmate. He's blessed me with 3 wonderful children. And I'm just grateful because my wife gives me the opportunity to be the leader of our household. And that is another podcast episode topic. So until next time, I have been your man, T Bell. Thank you for watching the podcast and hanging out with your boy. Go check out that video. And until the next time, go be great.